everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome back to yoga. We'll get started in just a moment. I'm going to share this and we'll get started. So, you can get your mat out, get comfortable into your space. Hopefully you had a good weekend. And there we go. Awesome. Hi. Okay, so we're going to get started today in a seated position. So come on down to your mat, or if you are practicing on a carpet today, wherever you're at, get comfortable. Start to sit up tall. Lengthen the back of your neck, reaching the crown of your head all the way to the sky. Keeping your shoulders over your waist, your head over your spine. And start to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And keep your hands resting on your knees, palms face down for grounding, palms face up to receive a little bit more energy into your day. Continue breathing in through your nose. In open mouth, let it go. Breathe in and breathe out. Your next breath in, blink your eyes open. Take your hands down by your side and then reach them out and up all the way to the sky. Maybe even look up. And then take your right hand down to the side of your body, bending into that right arm, and reach the left arm up and over to the right. Breathe into the left side. Should feel pretty good. You can go a little deeper into that right arm. Opening up through the side. And breathe. Start to straighten that right arm and reach the left arm up. And let's take that left arm down to the left side and reach the right arm over to the left. As we start to bend into that left arm. Oh, this feels so good. Oh yeah. Just continue to breathe. And then come on up. We'll take both arms up again. Cactus the arms as you lift the heart up to the sky. Straighten the arms up overhead and then come on forward. We're going to come on to all fours, returning to our tabletop, and just start to flow through a few rounds of cat-cow. So drop your belly, lift your gaze as you arch through the spine, and round your back for cat. Let your head hang towards the ground, arching, pulling in the core. Inhale for cow. Tilt your tailbone to the sky as you look up. And exhale as you round the back for cat. Continue flowing through a few rounds of cat-cow. Stretching the front and back body. Starting to get movement in the spine. Maybe even take your hips from side to side. Roll them in a circle one way and then take them the other. Your head from side to side, stretching out through the neck. And on your next breath, when you're ready, return to a neutral spine. We're going to actually walk our hands towards our knees and come on up onto our knees. Engaging the core for balance, take the right leg out to the side and flatten the right foot to the ground. You can keep those left toes tucked under, can help with balance, but flatten out the right foot if you can to the floor. As you reach your arms out long and start to reach down towards the right toes, maybe you just come to the thigh or all the way down to the shin. If you can reach the toes, power to ya. And lift that left arm up, and we'll take a side body stretch here. So keeping a slight bend in that right leg. Should feel some opening in the right inner thigh, or deepening into that side body stretch to open up the left side as well. And inhale back up, lengthen your arms out long. And now we're going to come down to the other way. So engage your core as you bring the left hand down to the ground and lift the right arm high. Start to take the right arm over your head and feel a nice side body stretch all the way down the right side. Straighten out that right arm. Squeeze the quad of the right leg and bend a little bit deeper into that left arm. As you bend into the left arm, you feel all that stretch down the right side. And then straighten the left arm, lift the right arm, and start to bring yourself slowly back up to stand. Bring the right knee back to the ground and we'll switch out the legs. Taking the left leg out to the side, flatten the left foot down onto the mat and start to reach towards the left and down, resting the hand on the thigh, on the calf, wherever feels comfortable, and then reaching that right arm up over to the left. If your shoulders start to creep up, just lower them down away from your ears. Feel your core supporting the bend and breathe. Inhale to center, lift that left arm high, and then take the right arm down to the side, using your core to lower your body towards the ground, using the right hand for support, lifting through that left arm, and then take the left arm over your head. Breathe into the left side. You can start to bend into the right arm if you want to take that stretch a little bit further, creating a curve in your body. Oh yeah, feels good. Start to straighten the right arm and using your core, pull yourself back up to a stand. Perfect. Arms out long. And then bring the left knee to meet the right. And take your hands down to the mat. We'll return to our tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips high. Down dog. Pedal out your feet left and right, dropping one heel and then the next. Your hands out wide, fingertips towards the top edge of your mat, pressing down firmly into all areas of your fingers. Continuing to breathe. If you notice any rounding in your back, just bend your knees, tilt your tailbone to the sky, and then lengthen out the legs as you drop the heels maybe 1 inch closer to the ground. Continue to breathe. On your next breath in, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of the mat for ragdoll. Take your feet hip distance apart, a nice bend in the knees as you let your head hang heavy towards the floor. Feeling the lower back release, releasing any tension in your neck or shoulders. You can take your elbows in each hand, Just start to traction the top of your body down towards the ground and breathe. You shake your head, yes and no. Release your hands down to the mat. Keep the left hand planted. Bend into the left knee as you inhale the right arm high. And start to straighten that right leg as you twist towards the right, reaching to the sky with the right fingertips. Take a breath here. And lower that right hand down. Keep the right hand planted as you bend into the right knee. Straighten the left leg as you inhale the left arm high and twist. Look towards the left fingertips to deepen the twist. And take that left hand down. Let's do that again. Bend into the left knee, keep the left hand planted, straighten the right leg as you reach towards the sky with the right hand. And maybe even wrap it around the lower back, taking a hold of the left hip crease as you open up through that right shoulder, pulling the belly button to the spine to deepen the twist. Take a breath here. Release the bind, lift the right arm high, and take that right hand down to the mat. As you bend into the right knee, straighten that left leg and reach the left arm high. You can take that arm around the lower back. That felt good. Taking hold of the right hip crease as you open up through the left shoulder, pulling the belly button to spine to deepen the twist, creating space for your shoulders to twist. Take a breath here. Release the bind, lift the left arm high, and let's take that left arm down to the ground. Bending into the knees, keep your head hanging heavy as you slowly roll to a stand. One vertebrae at a time. Head coming up last. Squeeze the shoulders into your ears, back and down. Let's do that twice more. Shoulders up, back and down. Once more, shoulders up, back and down. And then take your hands to heart center. Feel free to close your eyes and take a moment to acknowledge an intention for your practice today. What would you like to experience in this next 30 minutes together? And what would you like to take with you during the rest of your day? Let's take a breath together. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth. Exhale. Blink your eyes open. Sweep your arms down by your side. Inhale your arms high for mountain pose. Let's take a few more side bends. So we're going to take a hold of that right wrist and reach it up and over to the left. Now as you reach to the left with your hands, take your feet together, your big toes together to touch, and start to shift your hips to the right. So you're reaching to the left, shifting the hips to the right. A little bit of a deeper side stretch here. Using your core, return to center, and let's take that on the other side. So if your shoulders creeped up, lower them back down. Take a hold of that left wrist and reach it up and over to the right. Shifting those hips to the left. Keeping the heart tilted towards the sky. And breathe. Squeezing through the legs. One more breath. And inhale to center. Release the grip of the hands and fold forward and down, taking your hands through heart center. Let your head fall towards the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten out your spine, and exhale, fold. Let's do that once more. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten out the back, And exhale, fold, plant your hands, step the right foot back in a low lunge. Drop down onto the right knee, untuck the toes, inhale the arms high, Anjaneyasana. You can walk those left toes forward to sink a little lower into your hips and open up through the right quad. Squeezing those legs together, take a hold of that right wrist again and reach it up and over to the left. Engaging the inner thighs to support the balance, and breathe. Inhale to center, release your hands. Take the hands down to the mat. Tuck the right toes under, come off of that right knee. Keep the right hand planted as you inhale the left arm high for a twist. Your left hip starts to creep forward. Just shift that left hip back and bring the right hip forward and breathe. You can stay right here, or you can join me in a side plank, rolling onto the outer edge of the right foot. Take the left foot to meet the right as you reach towards the sky with the left fingertips, pulling in the core. If this is too much, always the option for the modified version, taking that right knee down, flattening the left foot, and continuing to reach through the left arm. Maybe you take that left arm overhead. Wherever you're at, we'll take that left hand down to the mat, return to your plank. Always the option to take a plank on your knees, and then push back, down dog. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten the back, and exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, arms sweep high, and let's take it down all the way to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot back in a low lunge. Drop the left knee down to the mat, untuck the left toes, press into the right foot as you inhale the arms high, Anjaneyasana. Start to walk those right toes forward and then sink a little bit lower into that right hip. Continue to lift through the rib cage. Take a hold of that left wrist and reach it up and over to the right. Squeezing the inner thighs together to support your balance, and breathe. Inhale to center, release your hands. Take the hands down to the mat. Tuck the left toes under as you keep the left hand planted. Come off of that left knee as you inhale the right arm high for a twist. You can stay right here in your twist, or you can join me in a side plank, coming to the edge of the left foot. Take the right foot to meet the left. Engaging the core, lifting the hips to the sky, almost arching them like a rainbow as you reach the right arm high. Always the option to take that modified version, bringing the left knee down, flattening the right foot. Wherever you're at, your core is engaged and you're breathing. Wherever you are at, take that right hand down to the mat, return to your plank pose. Again, you can always take that plank on the knees and then push up and back, down dog. One breath in and one breath out. Your next inhale, look forward, step or float to the top of your mat in a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to the shins, and exhale, fold. Bending into your knees, Come on up to a chair pose, lifting your arms overhead, keeping your big toes together, a slight space between your heels, squeezing your thighs together as you sit back in your chair. If this is too much on your shoulders, you can always sweep your arms behind you, take a hold of your hands, and open up through the chest as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. I really like this version. Continue to breathe as you sit a little bit lower. One more breath in. And on your breath out, straighten the legs and fold forward and down in your forward fold. Stay right here for a minute as you reach your hands toward the sky and then start to bring them over your head. Take a little shoulder opener here. Wherever you're at, keep a slight bend in your knees and let your head relax towards the floor. Start to bend back into the legs. Release the hands and sweep them high one more time in our chair pose. And then fold forward and down. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten the back. And exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. And flow through a chaturanga or push back to your plank. If you're taking the chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Let's come on up to our warrior one, taking that left foot to the left as you lower the left heel down. Pressing into the right foot, lift your arms high, warrior one. So in warrior one, you may have to shift that right hip back as you bring the left hip forward. And if you're having a challenge doing that, just widen your stance a little bit, and then you can bring those to center. Regardless, press into the outer edge of the left foot, and that'll help you open up your hips and sink a little bit lower. Sweep your arms up to the sky. Look up. Slight arch in the back as you maybe cactus the arms. Inhale the arms center. Sweep them down. Clasp your hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades back as you inhale. And exhale, fold forward and down. Humble warrior. Take note that you're not holding any tension in your neck or shoulders, that your head is relaxing towards the floor. As you use your legs in this pose as the foundation of your balance, and breathe. Use your hands to pull yourself up. Release the grip. Inhale the arms high. We're going to straighten that right leg. You can walk the left toes in a little bit. Maybe even walk the right toes over to the left. And we're going to fold forward and down in pyramid pose. So you're shifting that right hip back as you bring the left hip forward, and then fold forward and down with a straight right leg. You can take your hands down to the mat. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Bend into the right knee. Inhale your arms high, returning to warrior one as you sink into that right knee. Breathe in. And on your breath out, drop your hands to the inside of the right foot. Step the right foot to meet the left. Let's take another side plank. Keep that left hand planted. Shift the heels to the left as you inhale the right arm high. If you'd like to take the right arm over your head, maybe you scissor the legs. Take one breath. Right hand returns to the mat. wherever you're at. Push back, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Walk that right foot over to the right as you drop the right heel down, preparing for warrior one. Inhale, the arms sweep high. And exhale, bend into that left knee. Arch through the back, open the heart, cactus the arms. Inhale the arms to center, sink a little bit lower. As you take the hands behind your back, squeeze the shoulders together as you lift the heart, and then fold forward and down, humble warrior. Let your head fall heavy towards the ground, and breathe. Using your hands, lift yourself up. Release the hands, sweep them high. Straighten that left leg as you bring that left hip back. The right hip shifts forward as you start to fold forward and down in a pyramid pose. Take your hands to the floor. Maybe walk that right foot in a step. Enjoy the stretch in the back of that left leg. Start to bend into the left knee. So use your core to lift your arms high. Warrior one. Take the hands down to the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right. And let's take a side plank on the right side. So keeping that right hand on the mat. Inhale the left arm high. Reach that left arm overhead. You scissor the legs, lifting that left foot towards the sky. Return to your side plank. Left hand returns to the mat. Take one more breath in your plank. And then lift the hips high, down dog. Inhale the right arm or right leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Drop the left heel down. And let's open up warrior two. So windmill those arms open. As you open up through the hips facing the long edge of your mat, and sink into that right knee. Power those arms, reaching front and back, and sink a little bit lower. Breathe here. Let's reverse our warrior. Reach the right arm up and back, keeping the legs where they're at, stretching through the right side body, and take it forward, extended side angle, right elbow to the right knee as you inhale that left arm over your head. Continuing to breathe. Keep your legs right where they're at as we reverse the warrior. Right arm reaches up and back. And then exhale the hands to the mat. Let's take the right foot to meet the left and flow through chaturanga or push back in your down dog. Awesome. Let's take this on the other side. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Drop the right heel down as you windmill the arms open, warrior two, to the right side of your mat. So the hips are now open, they're a little bit warmer. You're gonna bend down into that left knee. So you lengthen the arms out long, really empowering those arms. So if someone came by, they wouldn't be able to press them down. Keeping the legs where they're at, reach the left arm up and back. Feel that stretch in the left side. As you come forward in extended side angle, bringing the left forearm to the left thigh, reach that right arm overhead, opening the heart to the sky, twisting at the waist. Take a breath here. Keep those legs where they're at and reach that left arm up and back. Reverse your warrior and take the left arm to the mat as you step the left foot to meet the right and flow through your chaturanga. Lowering halfway down, straightening the arms as you inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, lift the hips high, down dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take that a little bit faster. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Drop the left heel down as we open up warrior two, sinking into that right knee. Reverse your warrior, right arm reaches back. Come forward in extended side angle. Left arm reaches over the head. Reverse your warrior, right arm reaches back. And exhale, hands to the mat. Right foot steps to meet the left. And let's all meet in our down dog. Take one breath in and one breath out. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step through low lunge. Drop the right heel down, open up warrior two, sinking into that left knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior, left arm up and back. Exhale, come forward, extended side angle. Right arm reaches overhead. Inhale, reverse, left arm back. And exhale, your hands to the mat. Step back to meet the right. If you want to take a chaturanga, this is your time. If not, push back, down dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your next inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, mountain pose. And exhale, the hands to heart center. We're going to do a little balancing today. So we're going to start with tree pose. So ground down into your left foot and start to take the right knee. Ooh, let's see if the camera's smart enough to back up. You can take that right foot, few options. One is to bring the foot all the way up. Another option is to take the foot to your calf. Another just as great option is to kickstand the right foot against it's pretty much your ankle, lower calf ankle. So that means your right toes are still connected to the floor. This is still a fantastic place to start to work on your balance. So whatever is accessible to you, try that out today, and you can always work your way up higher and higher. So we'll take a few moments to breathe here, really engaging that left leg and the right. Imagine you're trying to push both of them into each other, like really add some energy there, and it can really help your balance. Wherever you're at and whatever variation you chose, keep lifting through the crown of your head, keeping that core engaged, and breathe. If you like to sweep your arms overhead, be a nice option. And take that right foot down. Whew. Shake out the left foot. It's interesting balancing on carpet over here. So ground down into that right foot and take the left foot, whether you want to start at that kickstand position, up to the shin, or take it all the way up to the inner thigh. Wherever you're at is where you should be. regardless of where you're at, press one, both of those legs. So press the bottom of your foot into wherever it is positioned on that right leg, keeping the legs engaged, the opposing energy towards one another, and breathe. You can stay right here. You can take that hand grip behind you. Take another shoulder opener, chest opener. One more breath. And then lower that left leg down. You can shake out the right foot and the left. Hopefully you feel nice and balanced. And sweep the arms up overhead. Let's take a gentle back opener. Cactus the arms. Straighten the arms up overhead. And then fold forward and down. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, plant your hands then into your knees as you come into a ball. And then we'll come all the way down onto our seat. Take the right knee into the left inner thigh as you lengthen the left leg out long. Let's back up a little here. And then reach both arms up overhead, kind of like what we did in the beginning. We're gonna bend that left knee or left elbow as you reach the right arm up and over towards the left toes. So it can be helpful to put your left arm in front of your left thigh here to open up towards the sky and then deepen the side twist. This is going to give you a different area of twist than if you keep it open and then reach and bend. Use that left arm for a little bit leverage to open up to the right. Inhale back up. Use the left arm, raise the left arm, and then we're going to twist to the left. So now our chest is facing that left foot and then come down. So now we're bringing that right shoulder down, getting a different stretch, different area stretched with this. So you can use your right hand and take it outside of your left calf or thigh, wherever you can reach, and almost twist as you fold forward and down. Breathe into that. Start to walk your hands back up, and we'll take this on the other side. Lengthen the right leg out long. Take that left foot into the right thigh. Take the right arm bending into the inside of the right leg as you reach the left arm up and over, using that right arm to open your chest to the left as you then stretch and reach that left arm over towards your right toes. Feels good. Use your core to bring yourself up. Lift that right arm to meet the left. Now turn your chest, turn at the waist towards the right foot, and then fold forward and down. So you can use the left hand outside of the right calf or thigh, wherever you can reach, using it to twist and then come down. You can feel really good in the spine. Continue to breathe. walk your hands back up. And then we'll take both knees in, kind of scoot yourself to the middle of your mat, lengthen both legs out in front of you. Let's sweep those arms up one more time and fold forward and down, taking a hold of your calves, your ankles, your feet, your thighs, wherever you can reach. Let's take a nice forward fold. Release any grip that you're holding on to and start to walk your hands back up, arms out long. Engage your core as you slowly roll all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Moving into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Let your feet fall out to the side, your feet fall out to the side. Let your hands rest down along your body. Feel your body points, your heels, your knuckles, your elbows, your calves, all connected towards the floor, connected to the floor. Feel supported from the ground beneath you. And let your breathing return to its natural rhythm. Let go of any tension or tightness that you've been feeling. And melt into your mat. Start to invite small movements to your fingers and toes. You're ready to be guided out of your Shavasana. Take your head from side to side. Take your arms over your head. Stretch from your fingertips all the way down to your toes. Full body stretch. Start to gently pull your knees in towards your chest and roll over onto your right side. Take a moment to rest your head on your bicep. Using your hands, start to press yourself up to a seated position towards the top of your mat or space. Feel free to close your eyes. If you'd like to take your hands to heart center, feel free to do that. Thank you all for joining me today. Something I've been thinking about lately is adding, there's always modifications and alternative things that you can do if something is not accessible to you, something like a gym or a restaurant. So it's always about adapting and modifying so you can still do what you need and want to do. So again, I thank you all for joining me today. Take your hands to third eye center, the seat of enlightenment and gratitude as we bow forward. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. If you have been tuning in or joining on Zoom, thank you. If you ever have any suggestions or things that you want to add, like a longer Shavasana, or certain things that you want to stretch or work on, like definitely email me. You can email me or message me on Facebook. I would love to add some stuff in that people are looking for. So I hope you have a wonderful week. And if it is sunny in your area, hopefully you can get outside for a little bit. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.